if you are looking at this particular video and probably if you are looking for the first time, let me tell you what you're going to have today is the 5S of being successful as an influencer. But having said that, we'll be talking about something called as sensing, which is one of the steps into influencer making. So people who are here are actually a live co-learner, and we are learning by a process called as influence inner self. Why you are looking at this? Might be you are a motivational coach, or might be a trainer, might be just a normal person, might be looking at being into kind of a side hustle or some sort of a business, or might be just a student or a college going person. And this particular video by which you can learn about the details of marketing. I will try to be as concise as possible, and I will also try to indulge in a lot of things that we do in the sessions. And the entire purpose of this today's session is to open up a couple of inner self issues by which we are unable to gain to that level of success. So today's session is going to be a deep learning. It will be a short and a sweet one, I'm sure. And at the end of the day, at the end of this video also, we will try to introduce a couple of points by which you can write back to me, and I will try to answer them personally. And also today I would like to introduce, I have one of my friends, Mr. Prakash, and he is on the audio mode right now. So,
Hello.
Hi Prakash. Prakash, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, Amit, sure. First of all, I just want to clarify, is my audio?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah?
Right.
Okay, okay. Hello, everyone. This is Prakash. I'm a owner of 3 restaurants right now in Bangalore, and it's all about healthy food. So, is basically the reason is I'm a fitness enthusiast, and I'm like I transformed myself from being 10 kg to 80 kg. I lost around 30 kgs in that
Wow.
period, and I thought like, okay, why not share my knowledge and skill to and help others to do so. So the reason being here is to become an influencer so that I can influence people and help them to get a new life.
Awesome. All right. Right, Prakash, thank you for being on the show. And viewers, if you are listening to this, today we'll try to deep down on 5S, which are probably the pillars of how you can reach to that level of anything that you want to achieve. And why I'm talking about this is a kind of a transformational campaign that happens for 37 days with me. It's called as Influence Inner Self, which uh, which transforms you from nobody to somebody, or I can say ordinary to an extraordinary person, by which not only you learn how do you communicate and make that one particular talent inside you to extrapolate and metamorphosize into an amazing individual, by which not only you learn how to make yourself as an influencer, but also you learn about the entrepreneurial journey of being successful. So let me start my sessions by sharing a screen. Now this is a mode by which I call it as co-learning, where I usually directly talk to you in front. You can see me live, I can talk to me as well. And this is a kind of a one-on-one session that is happening right now, and Prakash would be helping me to volunteer this. So Prakash, let me share my screen with you.
Okay.
All right. So this is how we usually do the sessions here. Is absolutely a blank page, and at the end of this blank page, I'm sure you will take a lot of valuable insights from this. So having said that, the first word today we will be talking about is sensing. So guys, if you are listening to this as a series, let me tell you, the series comprised of more than 33 steps, and sensing is the 19th step of influence inner self. And this is something that we are into the March. I think this is the first session happening on March, and we'll change these particular dates now. So we'll talk about sensing. So just to give you kind of a quick recap, we have covered in the previous sections. And if you're listening to this, you can go back to the other recordings. You can learn about all the 33 steps. I mean, as of now, it is the 18 steps that we are right now at. Okay, you can look at all the 18 steps which are given and comment to me. I will be personally interested to reply back to you guys. All right. So we have done a lot of things like positioning, promise, personality, story, goal, associations, PR, status audit, content, analytics, techniques, and there are a lot of things which goes into your personal credit, the credibility making and all those things. And with that, we talk about the communication, engagement, and how do you create a post-event follow-up. And today we'll be talking about sensing and marketing. So let me open up absolutely a blank new page where you can start this entire thing. All right. So sensing, now this is something which I would like to talk to anyone who is right now into any business. Okay. The way you can grow more is the way how you can plan up your strategies to be seen, how you become the most visible guy in your industry or in your company or in your organization or your company or your community as well. So Prakash, let me take your example, and I would like you to participate into this as a volunteer, and let me know.
Okay.
Now you mentioned that you are into fitness industry, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So let me understand. Let me just deep down this, and I'll help you to type out all these things. When I say sensing, starting from the day one, before even you have thought of this, my first question would be why this particular industry? Now there might be different questions and all in terms of might be it is your passion or this is something that you like to do. You found interest into this or whatever. So let me go into the sensing features. The sensing feature is an actual understanding of the funnel of what and how you become interested in what you want to do.
Okay. So the reason being to choose this, when I started to change myself, I didn't sense that, I didn't know even that there is a market where people, they want to learn the technique to lose fat. Because for being my like taking my example, I was not looking for it. But when I got more into it, and when I found out, like when I searched the means like I was searching for success and the way to do it. Then I found out, okay, there are so many influencers out there
Mhm.
who are helping others to achieve this. And it is not like only few people are searching, like millions of people are searching and they are struggling. But I felt like people are not like being me. I was not telling to my friends that I'm searching, but I was constantly searching for the right people. And that's what even I think, yeah, people are searching if I can help by being an influencer. Because people, they search who are expert in some field and they go like a doctor. We If I have a disease, I'm not going to go to ask my neighbor to can he help. I'm just going to straight to the doctor. So similarly, I felt if I can be an expert or if I can add value by showing, see, for that I need to like transform myself, and I did it. Now it is my job. Now it becomes my duty to help other also. So this is the sense I felt.
Awesome. So let me summarize and make me understand correctly, and let me know if I'm going in the right direction. So initially, you are facing some sort of an issue with the body metabolism and fat of yours, and
Yes.
I'm sure you had little bit of emotional stress as well as physical stress to do that. And
Yes.
what you are trying to do is you are trying to do some sort of a search or a research.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
and you are basically searching for people who are credible in that particular industry or who has actually done those things so that you can get
Yes.
the trust and the value from them. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
Amazing. Right. So let me put in this way. When you say right people, let me divide this right people. So let me know understand what are the qualities when you say right people.
For me, it was either he has done it
Okay, one
or
second. Hold on.
he.
Let me put this into. So, right people
Okay.
qualities. You mean to say this gentleman has to be somebody who has been inside this by himself.
Yes. Yes.
So, you mean to say his personal involvement.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What are the next thing?
Or else he is a coach or a mentor
Coach
who know.
or a mentor.
Yeah.
Okay, let me divide this also one thing. When you say personal involvement, that means to say that how do you justify that? How do you validate that?
See, in YouTube or in online, when I searched people who has transformed themselves, so
Okay,
they'll just
hold
post.
on. Hold on. So let me put it this
Okay.
way. So you validated by seeing their YouTube videos.
Yes.
So let me put this as a validation point number one. So you are
Yeah.
searched by YouTube, okay, and then
And Instagram as well.
okay, Instagram might be. So let me put it this way: YouTube and other social media.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So the point number one is this gentleman has to be present on social media.
Yes.
Okay, point number two. Do you think you also judge him by his ratings and other things
Not
and
really by
followers?
ratings. I was seeing like if it is like a personal involvement. So I was checking like whether he has done it or not. Like suppose if somebody is claiming that he can help me in this category, he has to also gone through from a fat to a lean guy, not a fat guy who is claiming that he can help. He
So
has to have gone through this.
you mean to say you will be trusting that gentleman who shows his transformational
Journey.
journey?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So if he is a coach, how do you validate him?
Okay, coach. When I found out in internet, I went through a lot of videos where they say okay they help trainers and all, but eventually I stuck down to two or three guys where I felt more connected because the content they were giving, it was very much informative. For me, it was very much I was able to understand them clearly what they're trying to say and what kind of exercise I need to do, and it was very much elaborative where they show that if I do this angle or that angle, because being a layman I didn't know anything, so they were helping, they were kind of teaching in those videos.
All right. So do you think coach and mentors are somebody who are more consistent about putting some values to you?
Yes, because those guys when I saw they used to post videos every alternate day with some kind of like information or a teaching. It's
Okay,
not
cool.
like somebody posted in a year and this just became a viral video, but
Hmm.
these guys were like very much consistent in their with their videos.
Right. So I think we have a kind of a clear understanding. So the qualities of being the right people according to you, they need to be personally doing this, or they should be some sort of a coach and a mentor.
Yes.
Okay, and technically speaking, they should be putting a lot of informations and value additions on much more frequency.
Yeah.
Anything else for this right, guys?
This was my criteria to search initially.
Awesome. Okay. Do you think there are other criteria as well that you want to emphasize?
Um, there might be because right now I see a lot of groups they're running like Facebook groups where they are joining together locally and doing all this. But this also boils down to the same personal involvement. So I feel like okay, these are the main topmost two criteria that I'll go for.
Okay, awesome. So now we have the definition of right people according to you,
Yeah.
right? So guys, if you are listening to this, YouTubers and people who are there. So today we just had a definition of uh, perspective from Mr. Prakash, how he finds somebody right or appropriate. Okay. So technically speaking, I'm just repeating this part. So these right people are searched. They are searchable. Number one, they're searchable on YouTube and social media according to him. Number two, they have shown some sort of credibility by their showing their own transformational journey. or they are adding a lot of informations and value to the people in terms of social media information sharing things. Am I right, Prakash, so far?
Yes,
Awesome.
correct.
Now, let's go a little deeper into that. Now, so-called right people, after we have searched them, how do you get connected?
Okay, so first of all, this personal involvement, generally I just watch the videos, but whereas it comes to Instagram, I just did direct message and
Mhm.
try to understand, okay, what kind of sort of like diet or what, like it was general conversation I had. And the coach and mentor, I just watch their videos and try to implement. And if I have some doubt, I just post a comment and they'll just get back to me on the chat.
All right. So do you get a chance to go through their websites or something like that?
Yes, I've gone through their website, the coach and mentors.
Okay.
So they'll have their lot of variety of programs, and there only found out like there are so many high ticket programs also out there. Like
Right.
they'll plan everything based on your physical appearance, and they'll take all your data and
So some sort of a form you have to put, right? Some sort of a
yeah,
data entry.
yeah, personalized coaching pattern they'll give.
Okay,
Coaching,
cool. Right, that's fine. So my basic question is, so usually this kind of connect is happening only after you fill up some sort of a form,
yes,
or you get connected to comment. Someone who is managing the pages can reply you back, and now you get connected.
yeah.
So is that the majority of the guys, or do you have any other second thought into this kind of guys?
No, these are the majority.
Okay, let's probably for a moment let us take a pause and let us see the offline mode as well. Did you try
Okay.
go to the offline mode of connection?
No, no, I've not tried actually.
Okay, I mean to say, have you gone to any gym or some sort of a fitness institution directly?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So when I started, I first of all, I just want to say like I first went to a gym,
So
and
that is a direct entry. I mean, without any advertisement,
yeah,
without connecting.
no, it is before then all this YouTube and Instagram.
Okay, so
Uh,
you knew this place already and you directly walked in, right?
yeah, I just walked in because see, I was fat from my childhood, so everybody used to say, "Oh, go to gym or go outside run."
Okay.
So so it is like it was faded in my brain itself, so I had to go to gym and to lose weight. So
Hmm.
for a year I went simply without trying to know anything. I just went, and it didn't work out. um,
Fine,
I
fine. So,
was something, yeah,
I'm just
so
cutting you short here. When I say
yeah,
offline mode, it is something like you directly get inside a kind of institution and find out details about
yes, yeah,
it. Okay.
I
I
didn't
know
even
what
find
exactly
any
you mean.
details. I just directly go in, like I just got inside.
So how you got to know about this place? Is it some sort of a billboard or some sort of a advertisement that you saw, some placard? Or...
No, actually, I just searched nearby my home,
Okay.
like
So
which is a nearby
was
gym.
it a normal Google search?
Mm, yeah, normal Google search first. Yes.
Okay, cool. And the second thing would be probably the signages and all those things by which you identify.
Yes.
Signage. Okay, I don't know if I've written it right. So pardon my spellings, guys. I don't know if it is right. So let's put it this way. So now you got to know about the main guy, the trainer or the coach or whoever is this. And now after you got connected and you know about the program schedule and the pricing and all those things, and you start your sessions now. I mean, am I right? Is that one, or you have a consulting or something prior to it?
No, that is the right one.
Okay, so there is no consulting.
No consulting. For the first 1 year, there was nothing. I just simply went and just tried my best.
Okay, but do you
But
think if there is a consulting, it would have been much more better for you? Do you think that way?
I realized after 1 year
So shall I?
when I get
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
when I didn't get any result, then I realized, yeah, I need to consult with someone if I'm doing right or wrong.
So the right people should have, so-called right people should have something by which they should be able to understand your pain points much more better. All right.
Yes. Yeah, it's true.
So the right people should have a right way, I think,
Yeah.
and the right way, according to you, is consulting or understanding. Is that fine, Prakash?
Mm, Amit, it's breaking a lot, your voice.
Okay, cool. Right.
I think,
Is it
yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's okay now.
Right. So this is what I said. Like, the right way, according to you, should be like you have a consulting and a understanding before you go inside and do that.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing.
All right. So let me understand. I'm just asking you random questions. And after the consulting and all those things, do you think there is a regular interval of monitoring about how your progress is? So there is a data record happening, how much you're losing per month, or things you have to do. Is there something like a program like that?
Yes, it was a program for first 3 months where they calculated everything.
The program includes a lot of things, including calculations. I mean, what to say? Um,
Yeah, for it was mostly like my weight calculation and the fat level
okay.
and the like how much of calorie I was burning in a day. It was mostly how much of even how much of cardio or how much of weight training I was doing. It was even calculated initially.
Okay. So I'm just randomly writing down all these things. So this is includes in the program. So basically, it's more about monitoring this, right?
You can put the word monitoring. Yes.
All right. And was there a kind of a session by which you were upgraded to the next level or something? Because I'm sure after some time, when you can do easy stuff, now you are upgraded to a next level. Is there something like that?
Um, no, there is no upgrade system or something, but yeah, I was doing something compound exercise. My exercise pattern was changed. So I
Yeah.
was doing something different kind of exercise, but no programs as such.
But do you think there are chances that people can, from a beginner, you become an advanced and a pro kind of things, right? So that's what I'm talking about being upgrade.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the thing. From beginner, the exercise became to more advanced
So I'm writing it as evolution from a beginner
to
to
intermediate and then pro.
yeah, intermediate, and then it becomes the pro. So I'm sure there is a duration
Yeah,
of this,
you can.
right? And people have the different durations. I mean, I can do it in 1 month. You can do it probably in 15 days. Someone can do it in 3 months.
Yeah.
Right? Why I'm asking all these things is, do you see that there is a kind of a a clear indication of there is a way, there is a path. Are you able to see
Yes.
that? Okay.
Yeah,
And
I can see that.
now being a pro, I'm sure you are a pro right now, and now you have got a lot of information that you would love to give it back.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And
And yeah, I mean, there is a big part I can say about the diet. This all was possible because of diet also. So I think can we add somewhere
yeah,
the diet thing?
right.
Yeah, diet.
Nutrition, right? So you see, this is the way. I mean, that is basically your journey, right?
Yes.
All right. And let me understand. So the right guy did something on the right way, and now you have like you have evolved into a pro now, into a fitness pro.
Yeah.
Okay. And now you are. you're doing it by your own self. I mean, you don't need somebody, or you have a trainer around you.
No, I still feel that I need someone to constantly watch. I know most of the stuff right now, but after being going through all these things, I still feel like having a mentor or coach behind me who is pushing me to do all the things.
Hmm.
It helps me still, and I think I need it for my entire healthcare. Like if you can say, like entire life, I may need someone who is going to push me all the time.
Okay.
Because what I felt, I just wanted to add, after some days or sometime whenever I thought that okay, I get it, then I start to lose it
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
because of my ego or such. You can say I know everything. That moment only I start losing it.
Okay. So I guess that is a mental challenge, or else a mental block, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Becoming
I
mental
feel
block.
like most of the people they fail in this fitness transformation is because of the mental challenge.
All right. So I'm sure once you have done this, you can definitely. So let me understand what you did in your journey after doing all these things. Did you try posting your transformational pictures and videos?
Hello, hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Just got disconnected.
So I'm
So
asking.
whatever
I'm asking.
I
So
was,
after all these things, did you try putting your happiness pictures, your transformation? How did you feel about that?
okay. So it was quite interesting. This photo first I posted in my gym's website,
Oh, okay. Hold on.
and yeah,
So it's a very interesting thing. So let me just put in this. So the first thing was what I say, the happiness was more into your pictures.
yes. And before the pictures, one guy one day came and he just forcefully asking me to show my abs.
Okay.
So it was something like in a year, I think it was completed 2 years, and in the gym, uh, the happiness comes when you don't know the people, but people know you, and they come to you and ask, "How did you do it?"
Okay. So it is
That
about you are being found actually.
yes, I'm being found.
Okay.
Just I don't know those guys, but they are keep on absorbing, or they are getting referred. Like just ask this guy who has done it.
So I think you are indirectly creating a kind of an influence.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Right. Great. Now you might be thinking, where is this discussion going through? What we are trying to do. So did you understand what I'm trying to see is how was your journey from day one? How did you see? How did you search? How did you find out this guy? Then you did your entire transformation, and you can tell
Mm.
now what is the right way or not. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so that is one part of it. Now coming to the second part is you also know how did the monitoring and all these things, how you evolved on day-to-day basis for a couple of years, and how now you understood the power of having somebody who can stand with you. Because
Yeah.
I think there is a big lot of background noise if, because I'm
Uh.
just
Uh. Okay. Okay. I.
all right. So probably I might need you here. Is so you did a kind of a constant, struggle to make yourself from a beginner to an intermediate, and now you are a pro. And
Yeah.
now after all these things, also you feel that there is a need for somebody who can watch your back, who can be with you, who can keep on pushing you, and that is something that you need all through your life so that you can overcome your mental challenges and the mental blocks.
Yes. Yes. I feel like I'm going to need it for my lifetime.
Amazing. And now you have done all these things, and your happiness, the happiness quotient is more about being found, and you feel that people who don't know you also admire you, and
Yes.
finally your struggle and your challenge is something that is shown. So basically, you yourself you are communicating for your own self.
Yeah. You can. You can. You can put it that way.
Okay. So let us take a pause here, and let me just put a kind of a small line here, and let me ask you now. You mentioned that you want to be a fitness enthusiast to a fitness coach now.
Yes. Yeah.
But did you see, this kind of a flow chart? And I'm sure this is how, since you have searched in this way, this is the journey exactly how you have been through from last 3 years.
Correct.
And do you think other guys are also going to be doing the same thing, somewhat
Yeah,
similar?
I feel like this is the way what most of people have done who got success.
Awesome, right? So when I'm talking about this, so sensing, guys, if you're listening to this, sensing is more about understanding the complete journey for your being influencer. So what I did right now with Prakash is, Prakash, you can help me out in this probably after I finish this. So I started to understand how did he do it? How did he search it? How did he go to this guy? How did he understand the kind of things which is required? Might be the timings, there are issues with the money, the commercials which is required, the kind of things that is required. He can talk at a stretch, I'm sure. What do you say, Prakash?
Sure. Yeah, I can.
All right. So I know you're being an influencer in your the fitness industry. I think you have the answers by your own self. I'm just trying to dig down the directions of how you have sensed this, because this is the basic of being an influencer, right? Are you there with me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the basic. I feel like if I have to touch someone, I have to touch in this way only. I'll
Exactly.
do it.
So let me go back to the influencer strategy dashboard. And the next thing that we have is called the marketing. So guys, we just did the sensing right now with Prakash, all these directions and directives of whatever he has done so far. And now let us do something which is the 20th point of influence in itself out of 33 points. And we will be talking about marketing, all right? And I'm not
Yeah.
doing a detailed structure of marketing, but probably I'll be just telling you through the 5S of marketing. I'll not put marketing, but being successful. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
right. So this is gonna be the subject of us, and we will try to go in a very small, bit-sized way. And so far, are you okay with me, Prakash?
Okay. Yes. Yes. Perfect.
All right. So the first thing is, now if you want to be somebody who wants to be an influencer and you want to make a business out of it, or you want to create a kind of a mark in your life or your community's a place that you want to really do this thing, the first thing is START. Just start. I think this is the biggest block that we have, is being perfectionist. Many people say, okay, probably I need to buy my shoes, then only I can start jogging. Might be I need my track pants, then only I'll do jogging. And Prakash, what is your?
Yeah. Yeah. That is a procrastination. I just tell to everyone. Like
Okay.
most of the people, they'll be waiting for their Nike shorts, or they want to have a Nike shoe of like 10,000 rupees. Unless you don't get that, they're not going to go out.
Ah. So
And
do you
I've
think this
seen
is the
most of my
perfectionist?
friends also do that.
Yeah, sorry, come again.
No, even I've seen most of my friends who ask me, they'll be waiting for this only
Yes.
to show off. Yeah.
So guys, if you're listening to this is the basic. As I said, you know, the first thing is whatever influencing or whatever the things that you want to do, the 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 start is just jump in. I'm sure when we have seen the couple of my videos initially. I'm sure there are people who have seen the initial days. I had a lot of problems about putting this all these things in a kind of systematic way. I'm not telling I'm perfect right now, but I'm still learning. But the thing is, I started off. I'm making mistakes and I'm learning from my mistakes. And this is how not only me, but if you can check on YouTube or any other places, everyone will suggest you one thing is just jump in and start doing it. Might be it is wrong, fine. Might be it is not that quality. It's okay. Just get out from the bed and do something. At least you stretch yourself, So Prakash, I would like to have probably a 10 and 30 seconds or 1 minute of how did you take a start? That one day, that first day, how difficult was it for you?
Okay, I'm going to start with a realization. When I realized that I need to do something about myself, um, it was just something very silly. Uh, for me, being fat, I was still thinking like I'm a lean guy, but I was wearing two gold rings, and in my ring finger, it started getting infection,
Oh,
and I thought of removing out and clean it up, but I was not able to remove it.
okay.
And then I realized, man, I'm fat because it was so stuck. I can see there is a ring mark on my skin itself.
Yeah.
And then I thought you know that suddenly one thing comes into your mind. No, I'm fat now. And when I checked my weight, you know what? I was so afraid, you can say, or ashamed. I was so ashamed to check my weight, even alone, not even in front of anyone. If I have somebody ask me to check alone, also, I know that I'm fat, but it's just like I was trying to lie myself that I'm lean guy.
Mhm.
And from that day onwards, I thought, let me go to gym at least. So this is my realization, and when I started to take any step towards my success.
All right. So guys, if you're listening to this, as I said, there has to be some point where you feel that pain is overruling your things and you need to take an action. You need to take that point. And this is a live example because I know Prakash now, and the transformational things might be we can share also in this. So I think this all starts with the one word is called as action, and the action start with right now, right?
Ye-
So
Yes.
I feel the first thing to be anything might not be successful, might be in your career, your studies, your fitness, influencing whatever. The first thing is you need to start somewhere. And the start somewhere is not by the way planning and doing all these things, but it is now. It is not tomorrow. It is not day after tomorrow. It is not after some time. It is now. If you have not started now, tomorrow you will realize that you have wasted one more day and one more day and one more day. Right? So this is what happens is the next step. The next step is called as stuck. Okay. So when you start, I'm sure you will get lot of hurdles. Lot of hurdles. So Prakash, why don't you share a couple of hurdles that you have faced after you have started?
Like hurdles after hurdles. It's just like I feel like it's endless, and still I feel that hurdles.
Okay, give
I'm
me some
not going to
examples.
talk. Okay, so the first hurdle was the timing.
Okay,
I was working in an IT company,
okay.
and the timing was I have to be there in office up to evening 8,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to travel a lot. In Bangalore, the traffic congestion is it is still
Mm-hmm.
that time it was horrible also, and morning time I didn't get any time, so I have to go in the evening. So I go to the gym evening around 8:30 to 9 o'clock, and
Uh-huh.
it will be jam packed.
Okay,
And it just demotivates because you'll not get the treadmill because you are a fat guy, and most of the people will be using that one, so you have to stand in the queue, and it just demotivates.
okay,
So every day I'll be thinking, let me skip this one, and I'll do the running or walking tomorrow morning or something.
okay,
Similarly, I somehow managed to go through that. Then I didn't know much how to proceed in my work. So I have to go through the
okay.
so
So basically, the hurdles that I can hear from you is managing your time, managing the traffic to go is there, managing queue. Uh,
hello.
yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, there was a internet
Motivation,
disconnected. Sorry.
and sometimes you also find
Yeah,
I do something later. So not like
yeah, yeah,
let's postpone it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. So
yeah.
Okay, okay. So I'm sure there are a lot of other things. If you really dig down deeper, I'm sure you have got 10,000 things more to add on.
Yeah, there are lot, there are lot. Still, like today also, I can add something.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me.
Yeah, well, I like last 4 5 days, I'm having a bad throat infection.
Okay.
So before that also, this whole month you can say in February, I was not able to go to gym
Mm-hmm.
because of my bad health,
Mm-hmm.
and that again is going to cost me in the next month in the March, because I lost all the like consistency, the continuity is gone. So again I have to do it from like again the scratch, do slowly. So
Mm.
again I have to reach to the peak point. So there is no consistency now.
Okay. So let me
This is
ask you.
also a hurdle.
So if there are hurdles, I'm sure you have done and seen these hurdles plenty of times in your life now.
Yeah.
So how do you put your mindset? Like how did you overcome about those?
So simple thing is, don't quit. If
Okay.
hurdle is coming, hurdle will come.
Okay.
And if the hurdle, I'm going to say like this is the end. If all the hurdles are coming, I'm not going to take any step. Then don't like one thing. Don't quit. That's just what I want to add.
Okay. So just I mean be there. So whatever it is,
Be
like
there,
just be
be
there.
there. Now, see, after 1 month, I know I was not consistent. So I should not say that, okay, I'm not done 1 month, let me take another 2 3 day rest after I recover. So don't do that. Just go to the gym, do at least a 10-minute workout or a 5-minute workout, but go and do it, come back.
So do small but do it.
Yeah, do small, but
All right. So I think, guys, if I can give my example, when I started making these videos, I faced the same thing. The first time was, I'm sure you will
do
also
it.
the same thing is, I need a camera, I need audio stuff and lights and all those things. I still don't have everything, but I'm still doing it. I'm trying to be consistent. I was stuck as well. As Prakash is talking about his experience, I'm also sharing my experiences, and I think this is the way we overcome this. And I think the entire thing boils down to one word is called as no excuse. What do you say, Prakash?
Yeah, no excuse.
All right. So let's move on quickly to the third S. And the third S, I'm sure it will be a I'm sure for Prakash it will be a great word to talk about. It's called sacrifice.
A lot.
Okay, just go ahead. Tell me what is that thing that you have sacrificed?
Okay. So, first of all, I didn't know that I have to sacrifice a lot of things to overcome this.
Mm-hmm.
So, first, as I was telling, the first 1 year, I was struggling because I was not sacrificing anything. I was
Mm-hmm.
just going in gym, coming out, and living my life as earlier. So, I didn't get any result. When I got to know that, okay, I have to get rid of sugar, I have to get rid of fat, I have to be on clean diet, I have to wake up early, like so many things. So I had to sacrifice a lot. I had to stop almost the food I liked. I had to stop everything.
Oh, so let me just write it
Being
down.
in
So
India,
food, okay.
yeah,
So food
food.
is something. Okay, that is the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then the time. Yeah, I need to set a perfect time, or set out a time for the whole day, so that I can take a rest as well as I can give time to my gym.
Right. Okay. What else?
And yeah, the planning, like whole need to plan a day completely from the morning, because of the workout. If I don't plan perfectly, I'll be like full tired. So what kind of workout I do, I have to plan according to that. What kind of food I have to eat, and what time I have to take rest, how much of water I need to drink. So planning is one more thing.
Yeah. So, no, I'm talking about sacrifice, and you are explaining me about the how and
Hello.
things. So I think let me write on this side
Yeah.
as
Okay.
I think this entire thing is all about your mindset and planning.
Yeah, mindset and planning.
Okay.
And yeah, sacrificing the Saturdays and Sundays, moving out, having outside, that comes under food.
Okay. So you mean to say quality time? I mean, it's the same thing, right? So I think you have to sacrifice hanging out with your friends and all those things.
Yes.
Okay. I'll say friends and family. Okay. Anything else you want to say? Because I'm sure there are a lot of things. And just to tell you, I mean, it is not just only from Prakash, but if you're listening to this, I'm sure anyone and everyone who has done some sort of a commitment in their life, they have to do some sort of a sacrifice somewhere. That might be into anything. Okay. That might be into uh, saving money. Saving money is might be one of the sacrifice to buy probably a new pair of shoes. What do you say, Prakash?
Yeah. 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 Saving money and spending on those.
Yeah. Money and all those things, right? So let's quickly,
Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
go ahead.
no, no, no. That's the point. That's also thing you need to like sacrifice on other shiny object to come down to a buying a
Right.
shoe where it is much more needed. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll put this, let me put this here as a result, and this is like the shiny objects, right?
Yeah.
So let's quickly move on to the next S, and this is the fourth one, and I call it as survival. I mean, now you have started this, now you know how to overcome the places where you are stuck, now you know how to sacrifice, and now you struggle to survive.
Yes.
Okay, what is your take in this? How did you
So
stay for 2 long years or 3 years? And how are you doing it right now as well?
now, so to survive, I felt it is always connected to my thought process.
Mindset.
So
Yeah.
mindset. So if I'm not strong enough through my mindset, I don't think, or matter of fact, I would have not done this because there will be some time where you'll be craving for that pizza or that pani puri or
Yes.
that food. But that moment, if I'm not strong, right, I'll just go and do that mistake and do it. So survival is, I'll say, your mindset. So if I just I have to conquer my mindset, and
Yeah.
that's the only survival you have to do in fitness industry. Nothing else.
Conquer your mind.
Conquer your mind.
All right.
That's the only survival.
But I'm sure, you when you say survive, I mean, in fitness, why I'm talking stress to so much, and I'm happy and blessed that I have you along today in today's show. Because it is not just only the mindset, because physically also you need to be consistently doing all these things. And I understand the kind of no pain, no gain kind
Yeah.
of.
Why I'm saying mindset is, see, Amit, why? Because see, you go to the gym, you do 2 3 days workout, and you get your muscle soreness. Okay, and the next day, what you think? Okay, I'm getting very much tired. I'm getting sore muscle. So let me stop today. Today I'll take a rest, and I'll go tomorrow. Then what happens? The tomorrow the pain will become more aggravated when you take
Hmm.
1 day rest. Then that 1 day becomes 2 day. Then 2 day becomes 3 day. So again,
Hmm.
it comes down to your mindset. If you
Hmm.
have strong mind, you will not quit, and again you'll
And I think
go
this is
back to the gym.
the basic of everything. I mean, every sort of
Yeah.
health. It's not only
Yes.
body fitness, but I think in every time, I think everywhere. Like for example, I'm making this videos and sharing all these things. Yeah, there are a lot of things I have sacrificed as well. And when I need to survive, I understand because there are many other things along with that. There are many other directions I can do. I can invest my time into something which can be much more better than this. But how you stay back on the track is, I think, the key. And here it is your body, mind, soul, everything has to be in one line, one direction. What do you say, Pravesh?
Yeah, yeah. It has to be in a one line.
All right.
Otherwise,
Mhm.
all are going to quit.
So I'll say sync your body, mind, and soul. Okay. And this becomes a kind of
Yeah, yeah.
now I think at this point of time it is something that your passion takes the last mile, advantage. What do you say?
Yes, yeah. You can put it in that way.
Yeah, so I call it as your inner self, your inner structure. It says, "Let me do one more." I like to quote Arnold Schwarzenegger. He says, "I start counting when I'm dead." Okay, so someone asked me like, "How many push-ups do you do?" I said, "I start counting when I'm dead. Like, I'm really given up, and then this time I start counting." That's so much of an inspiration, actually. Awesome. So, anything else you want to add up into the survival stuff before I go into the last S of being successful?
No, I think this is enough for survive mindset.
And the now thing is called a scale. And this is where you grow from an ordinary to an extraordinary, right? So, when I say scale, it is like you are doing probably one or two things. Now you can associate with 10 things. And now you make it much more bigger, much more stronger. And now you are ready because you have started this. You know how to overcome all the points that you can get stuck. You have sacrificed for it and you know how the feeling is, and you have made your mind so strong that you can overcome all the small struggles that can come across. And to survive this, you have to conquer your body, mind, and soul. And now to scale up, to reach to that higher level where you can actually see the benefit out of it. I'm sure there are a lot of uh, hacks, a lot of smart techniques are there. What do you say, Prakash? I'm sure there are some smart techniques that you can talk about.
Yeah, there are so much, so many. It's not like few. There are like bunch, like ocean, you can say.
All right. And now I feel, when you can scale it up, because now you, as you mentioned, right, you now know how much time to give. You know what kind of food to eat. You know how much of sleep to be taken. You know how much of dedicated probably involvement is required. You know what kind of money you need aside for every month for your, fitness.
Yeah,
You have learned so many information now. You know the point next. Now that might be learning calisthenics, or might be what do you call this? Uh, the hurdle running and all those things. Like you can do the next level of being pro rather than just taking weights. You can do something beyond, right?
yeah, yeah,
So and this is a point where everyone wants to make out that thing. And as I said, like so people ask me, many times, what do you feel success is all about, Amit? So I feel success is all these five S, and there is no successful. The S of success is not there. Reason being, when you reach to this level of scaling up, and your success becomes the basically the entire journey of you being here. What do you say, Prakash? It is not a destination; it's a journey,
yeah. It's a journey.
and it is a
It's a
never-ending journey.
never-ending journey. I was about to say that.
Right. So with that, probably, I'll say, today's session was all about sensing, and then was more about marketing. But I found this is something that you must learn before you go into, telling people what you are. Marketing is all about promotions. Marketing is all about how people understand you, how people get to see you, how people get to search you, how people get involved with you, right? Now, as Prakash said, he was he was in a kind of a deep need of somebody to help him. He was embarrassed with his body weight, and then he started searching, and then he started searching the right people. Now, let me join these two things. If you want to be the right people, do you think these are the five S that you have to do? What do you say?
Yeah, that's the. I feel this is a step by step because somewhere we need to start. And obviously, when I started, I stuck very instantly. It's not like it took 1 month, 2 months. It just took 1 or 2 days.
Mm.
I got my hurdles. Then I knew the sacrifice you said that I had to sacrifice this and that to again proceed further.
Yes.
Then there comes a yeah.
The survival.
Then the survival. Yes,
Mm.
that's the crucial part. I felt everything was okay because if I don't have the mindset to survive in all the three, see, all the stuck and sacrifice again is related to the survival,
Mm.
where the mindset comes into the picture. And if I am not strong enough, I would have not sacrificed anything. I would have not stuck in anywhere. I would say, okay, wonder today there are full of bunch of people that doing gym. I will not go
Exactly.
or sacrifice like food. I don't want to eat on like salads or oats or something. I'll just eat
Yes. Why not?
pizza.
So,
So
guys,
it's
I
again,
want to put this one more question to Prakash here. So, Prakash, I want you to help me understand when you are searching for the right people. Okay. Remember, before I start this entire session, you said like I was looking at the right people. I was really searching for the right guys. And you said
yeah,
there are two kinds of qualities. Either he has to be personally involved. I'm sure if he's a coach or a mentor or if he's a personal guy also, a teacher has to be a good student,
mm, yes, yes,
right? So do you think these are the
yeah,
five things are required for being the right guide?
yes,
Okay. And guys, if you're listening to this on YouTube or any other channels where this is broadcasted, please write to me what is that thing that you like best about all these things. Whether it is the start part or if you're stuck. So this is something which a person who has not started whatever you have to start somewhere. And the people who have started, I'm sure this is the kind of a normal path in whatever the industry you are looking at. This will be the 5S in front of you. And how you overcome each one at each phase makes you the better of yours. And that's the journey. And that's the fun of it. So here I have got Prakash. Now, Prakash, you want to be an influencer and you want to be an influencer in fitness. Am I right?
yeah, yeah,
So now, I'm sorry, there's a thing. I'm sorry. So let me understand this way is the right person. If I need you to say, okay, Prakash, you are the right person for me. And now, do you see, if you need to market yourself, you need to share this information to the world. You need to be searchable. And what people are going to search is how you have started, how you are stuck, how you overcome your stuff, how you have sacrificed your things. You have your own personal story. Are you able to see that?
yeah,
And do you think you have a lot of content to talk? So if you're really into deep thinking, just understand you can join these two parts before I go down in.
I didn't get you, Amit. It was breaking out that time.
Okay, so I said, how do you connect these two words, right people and the 5 ways of being successful? So this is what I said is, now since Prakash has been volunteering this for this particular session, and if you're listening to this, everyone in every industry needs people to have a story, the story of how he has started. Every biggest leaders, biggest celebrities, artists, actors, everyone have a start.
Yeah,
Everyone were stuck at somewhere. Everyone did some sort of a sacrifice. Everyone did struggle to survive, and everyone did something with some sort of ways that he scaled up to what he is today. And now no one knows how much of paddling they do every day. Just watch out any of the celebrities, how much of energy they spend every day to hit the gym, how much of dedication they do, what all things that they like, but they don't take it. It's this kind of sacrifice, right? So before even you
yes,
go
yes,
into marketing, I think these are the areas that you can talk about. This is the entire journey. If this was your journey, I'm sure there are loads of people who wants to know how you did your journey. And this is something which is your transformational story. And this is something that you can share, and now you become searchable. And now people see you as a real you, and then you create the trust. And now this entire sensing thing, just let's put in this way. Now, since Prakash has done all these things, so Prakash, you are the right guy because I can search you somewhere. Now I will take this entire thing probably in a next session of how you can be searchable. I'll not go into the technicalities of the nitty-gritties of this, but there are so many smart ways to do that. How can you
Okay.
be a credible guy? How can you get trust and value into the market? So if you guys have seen this, step-by-step process of finding out, I'm just relating. Just close your eyes for 2 minutes after this session and just think, you are at what level? Have you started? If you have started, are you stuck? If you have overcome the stuck, have you sacrificed enough? If you have sacrificed also, did you survive? Or what are you doing to survive that level? And now, since you have known about all these things and it's all boils down to mindset and planning, how do you plan to scale up? So with that, I would like to probably end today's sessions. And I would like to thank all of you guys to be here. I hope this was a session that you can got something out of it. If you have liked it, please hit the like button and the subscribe button if there is. You can see that down. And you can share your comments. I would be more happy to write down and write back to you personally. And with that, I also like to thank Mr. Prakash for being an amazing volunteer today. So Prakash, I would like to have 1 minute of your time to tell how did you feel this entire discoveries today?
Um, I would say, Amit, it was very step by step and it was very sequential. What I felt during my journey, and because I felt like it was connecting from my starting, from being um, aware that I'm fat, from that day, from that time to my whole journey, where what I feel now,
Hmm.
to what I do, because I still, as I said, I believe like mentorship is something in my fitness time that I'm not going to leave it, because this is what keeps me going.
Okay.
Where people fail to do that, they stop and they start complaining that I did gymming for 1 year or 2 year and I got my fat back. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel there should be someone who is just keep on pushing you, motivating you to go to the next level.
All right. Thank you so much, Prakash, for being here. It was a lovely session with you. I hope I could help you and as well
Yeah, definitely.
this. And hope to see you soon. Watch out for another session. And if you have liked all these things and if you find it, do share with people who really need this, who really needs to this to be seen. And if you find this is something amazing, why don't you share it in your own social media and help me to spread this amazing information to the world. I hope this is something can add value to everyone rather than only us. So watch me over and thank you so much for being here. Bye bye.